Welcome to our channel. In this session, we will discuss DAG representation of block. What is mean by DAG? DAG is simply a directed acyclic graph. So this directed acyclic graph is used to apply transformations. The DAG is used to apply transformations on the basic block. So to apply transformations on the basic block, simply we are constructed a DAG from three address statement. So simply the purpose of directed acyclic graph is to apply transformations on the basic block. Now to construct a DAG, we are using three address statement. Now in the construction of a DAG, we are using different labels on nodes. What are the two types of nodes? So one is leaf node. Second one is interior nodes. Okay, leaf nodes are labeled as identifiers. Here identifiers in the sense the leaf nodes are labeled as either a variable or constants. Generally these leaf nodes represent our values. Now interior nodes are used to store operator values. Remember, you already know the concept of flow graph. Remember, the DAG and flow graph are two different pictorial representations. Both are not same. The DAG and flow graph are two different pictorial representations. Simply each node of the flow graph is represented by a DAG because each node of the flow graph is a basic block. Now you got it? So simply each and every basic block is represented by a DAG. Now, how do we construct the DAG? Simply the algorithm for construction of a DAG. Suppose we assume three address statements of different forms. So consider different cases. The first case is some x is equal to y operate z. This is one type of three address statement. Suppose second one, x is equal to operand y. The third one, x is equal to y. Assume these are the three different types of address statements. Now, how do we construct a DAG? So, the different steps are simply step 1. If y is undefined, assume if y is undefined, then create a node. Then create node of y. Similarly, if z is also undefined, then create node of z. Simply, if any variable is undefined, then create a node with that name. Okay, that is the first step. Now, second step is here mainly consider case 1. This is the common step. Suppose in the step 2, we will consider all the different cases. Consider case 1. Here we are creating a node OP. We are creating a node OP. For that node, left child is node Y. For that, right child is node Z. You got the point? So, create a node for OP. For that, left child is marked as node Y and the right child will be marked as node Z. And you need to check any common sub-expression. Anyway, that is important. The time of division, you need to check any common sub-expression. Now, coming to case 2. Coming to case 2. In this, we need to determine whether a node is labeled OP, whether a node is already labeled with OP, such node has a child node Y. Simple thing. Already if a node that is labeled with OB, then make node Y as the child node. Make node Y as the child node. Coming to case 3, simply the node N will be node Y. So here no Y is there, no operator is there. Directly node L will be node Y. This is step 2. That is step 2 decide the formation of a node and its child node. Coming to step 3. Coming to step 3. So from step 3, we need to delete X from the list of identifiers for node X. For node X, delete X from all the list of identifiers. After deleting, and then append X to the list of already attached identifiers. Attached identifiers for node N that is available in step 2. Simple thing. Anyway, I will explain each and everything with one example. Consider one example, then you will get the complete idea. This is my example. Sum is equal to 0. For I is equal to 0, some I less than or equal to some 10, I plus plus just to perform sum is equal to sum plus A of I. Okay, this is my program. For this, what is the first step? You need to generate 3 address code. Why? The DAG is applied on the 3 address code. So the 3 address code is like this. Sum is equal to 0. Some variable I is equal to 0. Some T1 is equal to 4 into I. T2 is equal to A of T1. Now, T3 is equal to sum plus T2. So, normal procedure, same example we discussed multiple number of times. Then assign sum is equal to T3 and increment the value of I. Increment the value of I. T4 is equal to I plus 1. Assign this one. I is equal to T4. Last step. I less than or equal to 10. Now go to here you need to write step numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I less than or equal to 10, go to step 3. So this is the 3 address code. This is the 3 address code. Now what we are doing? We are partitioning this 3 address code into basic blocks. Why? The DAG is applied on each and every basic block. So divide into blocks. So here I am constructing 2 blocks. So first block, sum is equal to 0, I is equal to 0. You know how to construct a flow graph. So assume this is block B1. Here all the initializations are performed. After that, you need to write the remaining statement. T1 is equal to 4 into I. T2 is equal to The remaining statement T3 is equal to sum plus T2. Sum is equal to 3. T4 is equal to I plus 1. I is equal to T4. Sorry. If I less than or equal to 10, go to B2. B2 in the sense block. This is block B2. So after completion, the cursor moves to same. Now, this is what is this one? These are the basic blocks. These are the basic blocks. Now, what is your aim? You need to construct DAG for each and every basic block. Anyway, block B1 just to consist of initialization statement. Construct this DAG for block B2. DAG for block B2. How do we construct? Before constructing, write down some step numbers. Suppose here I given the step numbers as assume I given step number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Here, instead of go to B2, we are writing 1. Okay, these are the step by step. First one, T1 is equal to 4 into I. Observe the formation. This is in this fashion. This is in this fashion. We need to construct according to that one. So star is the interior node. Left to child is 4. Right child is I. Okay, this is T1. Simply, what is this one? This is T1. What is the next step? T2 is equal to A of T1. So, in this, A of T1, T1 is already constructed like this. 4I, 4I, here within square bracket, what you are writing? A of T1. Yes or no? Here observe, within the bracket, you are writing T1A. Operator, within this one, you are writing T1. So, this is the statement A of T1. Okay. After that, you want to do like this. T3 is equal to sum plus T2. T3 is equal to sum plus T2. Again, you are writing. Already this is completed. Star 4I. This entire thing is T2. Now, initially, plus symbol is there. This is plus, this is sum. Like this, you are doing all the steps. Like this, we are doing all the steps. Now, after that, sum is equal to T3. Next to T4 is equal to I plus 1. So, I is equal to T4. I less than or equal to 10 here. Write down plus is there. So what is the left side variable? Sum. What is this one? I called this one as T3. Yes or no? This is my operator. I called this one as T2. Left side is A. Right side star. This is T1. 4J. Up to now, this one happened. Next, what is the next step? Sum is equal to, that is T3 is assigned to sum. T4 value is incremented by 1. And even less than or equal to 10, we are going to step 1. So here, what I am doing? Plus, here 4I. Sorry, this is I. Plus, this is T4 is equal to, already the variable I is there. You can use this one. T4 is equal to I plus 1. This is T4. Again, the same T4 is assigned to I. After that, less than or equal to. If I less than or equal to, this is I value less than or equal to 10, we are going to step 1. This is the final DAG representation for block B2. You understand? So according to the rules we followed, we are constructing this DAG. Here this means whenever this I value less than or equal to 10, I am going to step number 1. What is step number 1? The step number 1 is T1 is equal to 4 into I. T1 is equal to 4 into I. Clear? This one. Okay. Come to the point. So finally, the DAG is used to apply transformation on the basic block. For that, the DAG is constructed from the 3 address statement only. 2 types of nodes are used: leaf node, interior node. Leaf nodes are used for identifiers, that is variables, constants. Interior nodes are used for operator. Identify the difference between flow graph and DAG. So DAG is for each and every basic block of the flow graph. So these are the different ways how do we construct a DAG. This is one example. The example code is converted into 3 address and then converted into basic blocks and then 3 address code and then DAG. Finally, applications where we are using DAG. First one, simply for identifying the common sub-expressions. To identify common sub-expressions, we are using. Next one, which names are used? Which names are used inside the block and which are used the computed outside. So which are used inside the block, which are computed outside of the block. Next, determines which statements of the block, which statements of the block compute the value. How their computed value is present outside. And simplifying the quadruples, simplifying the quadruples by eliminating the common sub-expressions. In all these situations, we are using DAG. Anyway, we will discuss one more example of construction of a DAG in the next session. That is the end of today's session. Thank you.